Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 3 of Cups. Beautiful, joyful, jubilant. This is bliss. This is delight. This is a wish coming true. This is you celebrating a win, okay? This is abundance. This is, I feel like you're a very expressive person. You know, like when you feel something, you're going to show it. When you love somebody, you're going to kind of shower them with love, right? I think you have a lot to give the world, a lot to give other people. And I think that this, to me, this card is always about our potential, our capacity for love, for joy, for abundance, for celebration, for gratitude, okay? And I feel like you're celebrating something. I feel like you're going to be like, your heart is going to be overjoyed with something right now. Let's find out what it is. Let's put this into a little bit of context. There we have a 2 of Wands for you. 6, there it is, the 6 of Pentacles, success. We have a Princess of Pentacles this is something that you're investing in. This is something that is, at some point, it's going to become the Empress card. Okay, that's what all the Pentacles do, but especially the Princess of Pentacles, okay? Going to eventually become the Empress. Then we have a 9 of Pentacles, a 6 and a 9. Okay, and I think this joy in your heart comes from you realizing that this success in your life is coming through your efforts. It's finally happening. There's the Queen of Pentacles. So we see that evolution here. The Queen of Pentacles is basically an Empress card, right? Because it's water and earth, and it's the perfect evolution of the princess into the queen, okay? It's not gender specific, so we don't need to look at it that way. What it is you're kind of starting from somewhere, investing in something, working hard on something, putting in effort, putting in blood, sweat, and tears. Your blood, sweat, and tears have now converted into, I don't know, apple cider and chocolate cake and, laughter. I don't know. Living, laughing, and loving, I guess. Instead of bleeding, sweating, and crying, Anyway, it's the Queen of Pentacles. So that's very, very good. We see a really nice linear projection here. We have the Leo energy, a lust card. We've got a little 7 of Cups to deal with. Maybe there's a little bit of lifestyle creep to watch out for, okay? We have a little death card, and we have another 6. Holy moly. That is a lot. There's 2 6s. Not only is your life going to get kind of like physically or financially more successful, more solid, and more flow, but the emotional part of it too. I feel like there's not only is there money, but there's the enjoyment of that money. And there is the celebration. There's also family and community and value, If we have Pentacles without Cups, there's no value. Just like we were saying, the Queen of Pentacles is water and earth, just like our Empress card, to me anyway, is a combination of the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles combined. It's a successful life that has value, that has meaning, that has purpose. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're just going to set it over here with Jimbo, the Lizard King, right there on top now. Just because we can do anything, we are not going to look at that card until the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments below the video screen, right down there somewhere, okay? Now, as we look around the room, we see a couple of majors here. We see the courage, we see the passion, we see the discipline, and of the lust card, of course, and we see the death card. Slow, steady change over the course of time. This wasn't something that happened quickly for you, but it's something that it's arriving, okay? And it's something that I think you've sort of waited a long time for. It's been slow and steady progress over the course of time. Yeah. We've got fire. We've got water, water, water. Don't have any air, right? Don't have any air cards, no swords. And we've got earth and earth and earth. I feel like you're going to celebrate a win. And I feel like there's not a lot of doubt in your mind about something, you know? I feel like you are, I feel like you're pushing forward with vigor, with confidence. You're acting boldly, realizing that you are the lever, that your will, right, is the lever that's really like flipping your life. It's really turning it in the right direction, like you are just, you're doing it. The Three of Cups is abundance, and it is the celebration of abundance. This is happiness that grows when we share it with other people, okay? Expect laughter and gatherings and joyful energy coming into your life. This is creative teamwork, perhaps, creative potential. This is maybe social kind of teamwork. This is you having a lot to give and a lot to say and a lot of love to sort of like share with the people around you. Be very generous with your time and with your attention right now to the things that deserve it. Okay? Generosity is a key component of this card and of the Six of Pentacles too. I feel like really what you need to do as we look at the three cards right in the middle here, you need to be very generous with your money, okay? You need to be very kind of generous with the people around you and with yourself, and I think you need to enjoy the success, enjoy the abundance that you've created, be generous with it, share it with others, and also invest it in something. Kind of have those three pillars of wealth here, you know? Your ability to enjoy what you've created, give some to other people for them to enjoy, share the wealth a little bit, right? But then also invest that wealth so it will continue to grow with you over the course of time. So some of you may be experiencing either the success of your business, what you've been investing in, what you've been working hard on is now starting to really show its potential, okay? For some of you, maybe it's some kind of a windfall or some kind of maybe an inheritance, okay? But I feel like it's, like right now is the moment where we realize that this is working, things are improving. This is starting to generate some good income, right? And we're just using money as the example. I think the Three of Cups is, you kind of like the good things in life, you know? I feel like you deserve to treat yourself. You deserve to spend a little bit of that money to enjoy, you know, yourself and enjoy the people around you. Gratitude, though, a gratitude practice helps you to multiply the joy and the abundance. This is a card that's really saying, live, laugh, and love. You've earned it. You've built it. It's because of your work. It's because of your career or your investments or whatever that Princess of Pentacles was that you were putting your effort into. It's kind of like this is the garden before you plant the seeds. And then you plant the seeds and stuff starts to grow. And now you're in a position where it's kind of a self-sustaining garden. It kind of just grows itself now. And you get to harvest some of that fruit and have a nice meal with your friends and your family. And it just feels like love, you know? And I feel like this is the time in your life where you're sharing some of that harvest with other people. And you have an intense gratitude for it. And that's helping to keep it going. We're trying to sustain something. So let's not overdo it. Maybe that's, again, the lifestyle creep with the Seven of Cups, right? So I feel like something is finally starting to bear fruit for you. And it feels very, very good. And you want to indulge in this. You want to live and laugh and love, but not too much. Okay? Maybe reach out to somebody you haven't seen in a while. Take yourself out to dinner. Take your friends out. Buy something for your family or whatever it might be. Okay? Joy is going to multiply when it's shared with other people. Yeah. And you also have a Two of Wands, which is kind of similar but different at the same time. Because this is very assertive. This is like, I know what to say no to. That I realize that, my efforts are powerful, right? You are ready to take charge of your goals, and you are taking charge of that. So if this is saying yes freely, just like I'm making it rain, everybody, let's have more dessert, right? Bring over more dishes. This is me saying, no, I've got to get a handle on everything. I got to be the boss. I got to be the CEO, the COO, and the CFO of my life, right? And so this is dominion. This is you realizing that whether this continues to grow and work and succeed, whether it's at school, at home, at work, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a business, maybe it is your YouTube channel, maybe it's your personal finances, whatever it is, maybe it's your health. It's under your control. You get to decide whether this is going to continue to grow or fail. You're making bold choices. You're trusting your instincts. And this card is the lever, right? Your courageous actions are really determining the outcomes here. And you're doing things your way, and that's good. You're saying, I get to choose. Okay. And that, I think, and if we are looking at this as a financial thing, because look, you're surrounded by earth. You have this circle of financial or even health, maybe. It's health or wealth, fitness or finances. This circle of protection around you. This is huge. This is really big news. Okay. And it all centers upon your ability to make the difficult choices. Okay, I think when you celebrate, you celebrate hard, and when you work hard. You're doing things your way. You're in control. This is your domain. You've got to continue to call the shots. So you've got to notice when things start to get a little bit out of hand, and you have to kind of close the tap or turn it off or say no more of that. You're not impatient. I feel like you're building something steadily. Maybe it's felt a little bit slow, but it's been focused and intentional. I feel like each step is just like shakes the earth. Each step you take just sort of, it's very, very steady and very deliberate. I feel like a lot of people are looking to you for direction right now. So you're kind of a leader, even if you don't really want to be or recognize that you are. So it's important that you still make good choices, because it's like people are sort of passively noticing what you're doing, kind of leading by example. Okay, your power is growing right now, and I think that's what all this earth energy is growth, and it's because of what you're up to. Now, this, like I said, this could be a financial prognostication for you. It could be something about physical health. Maybe this was the beginning of your physical health journey, and this is kind of like the Queen would be your future self. Okay, but this is you right now. You're feeling quite strong. You're feeling like you're getting healthier, and so I think with that you're feeling good inside. You're getting very optimistic. There's delight in this. It feels good to recognize the progress that you're making. Maybe you're developing a new skill. Maybe this is you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, or put on some muscle, or improve your mile time. I don't know, whatever it is. So, right now there's that recognition of progress. And I think it feels good, and you want to celebrate that progress. But of course, you still want to work hard because there's still more to do. If we just flip to like celebration mode, we're going to lose all the progress, So I think it's good we have that combination of the fire and the water here. Now, we have the 6, and this is success. This is a financial or a practical, maybe health stability. This is a payout that's very close, okay? So once, this is kind of like you are realizing that there is an amount, right, that's present. And this is you then saying, okay, well, I'm going to celebrate a little bit of it. I'm going to take everybody out to dinner, something like that. I'm going to invest some of this for the future, and some of it I'm going to maybe donate or do something. I don't know, do something a little bit more altruistic with it, or give some of it away. Maybe, I don't know. This is you confirming that this is actually present. This is real. Okay. This is a card also of something that you're working on beginning to show its reward. Okay, so I think that this is literally like looking in the bank and saying, okay, that the check cleared. It's mine. It's here, right? So you're being generous, and I think that you are celebrating your progress without overspending it. I think you're trying to keep something as harmonious as possible. We're trying to make sure that we keep this alignment. And I think that it really is like investing in the future, celebrating the now, and then kind of, I don't know, almost like extending a hand to other people. You know what I mean? Like, because you're feeling like a success, I think it's easy for you now to try to help other people who are coming up too. When you start to make some progress, let's say you're starting to get into exercise. I just started jiu-jitsu with my wife, and we've only been doing it a couple of days now. But it's, eventually it feels like you're going to be asked to sort of help teach the class, even though you're not a master, you're not that good at it maybe, but you have some experience, and you're kind of like what they would call a success story. You're not done yet, and it's still very fragile, but you've reached a point where now I think you want to start to share what you know. Not as an expert, not as some kind of guru, but you know what? I started there, and now I'm here, and I can help to, I don't know, just encourage the other people. Yeah. So there's that kind of generosity. Yeah. Because I think that you have an opportunity to inspire other people. It's just to share your story. It's like, this is my journey. This is where I started. This is where I am now. I still have a lot more to go, but, if I can do it, anyone can do it. That sort of thing. Yeah. But with this card too, you're enjoying life's comforts. There's a peacefulness with this card, but there's also like preparation, realizing that we need to maintain this somehow, maintain this stability. Okay. Now the princess was when you started taking sort of risks, right? On your new ideas. You started to grow something. You started a small project, and you continued to nurture it. And as you continue to pay attention to it, it starts to grow. And you stayed grounded, and you looked at it in a very realistic and practical way. And it's growing into something real now. This is the beginning of this thing. This is when you first started, doing jiu-jitsu, or you first started, lifting weights, or the certain type of nutrition plan, or whatever it was. when you first started the business, when you first started really getting serious about your finances or something like this. And you're sort of paying attention to it. You're starting from white belt, basically, right? This is the first day of jiu-jitsu. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to turn into anything or if this is going to just be like barren land, you know. This is the garden before you plant. This is the garden when it's still just a wild, untouched kind of forest. Before you till the soil and you put those little strings that they use. I don't know what the strings are for. And then, you know, you plant, right? So this is a gentleness. This is kind of like looking at something and saying, maybe it can be something, you know. Maybe I can grow something here. You know, maybe this can become the Empress card, the abundance. This is kind of the dead of winter. And it's dry, it's sterile, it's barren. No life is growing. Well, all the verdant energy is under the surface where that green paint is on the card there. It's about ready to spring forward. So you're looking at something thinking, there's potential here. If I put in the work, I could grow something here. Okay? And maybe this is literally like nature or gardening or even like cooking or something like this. But it requires patience. It requires diligence. It requires slow attention to build lasting results. Yeah. And now, the Nine of Pentacles, the good news is coming in. Money, health, something about the home. This is a Nine of Pentacles. This is a success multiplier. This is an abundance multiplier. This is a gains multiplier. So it's not just, to me, one, oh, big win, I won the lottery, or someone left me a bunch of money. To me, it feels like this is now something you're doing that's generating more success. It's like I can spend money and take everybody out to dinner because what you're doing is earning money at the same time. So you're earning more than you're spending, right? And this is that the visible signs of progress where you can look at it and say, hey, I can kind of now like look at this and say, it's successful. It's currently operating successfully, you know? And it still requires work and attention. But again, it's another card that's saying enjoy the comfort that comes from your effort. Enjoy the pride that you feel when you're looking at something, even if it's your exercise routine, and thinking, it's working. I'm not the best at it, but it's doing its job. I feel like I'm getting a good workout. I feel like I'm learning the skills pretty well. And it's okay, I feel like I could celebrate now, you know? But not so much that like, we don't go to class anymore, you know? Don't celebrate so much that like, now you don't have any money left, right? Take pride in this maybe financial independence, self-sufficiency. You're doing it. It's your will that is the lever. This might be an upgrade moment. Raise your standard, right? Raise the quality of your life and watch the world around you change. The visible signs of progress, improving the quality of life for yourself and others, alleviating suffering for yourself and others. This is you walking the path toward your goal. This is you literally walking the yellow brick road to your Emerald City, the Empress card, you know, the big rock candy mountain card, yeah. Treat yourself gently. Celebrate your hard work. Celebrate and then work hard again, okay? Try to bring joy to other people. Share your abundance. This is real harvest energy. Gratitude is going to attract even more abundance, more harvest. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles too, there's really this awareness that you have something very worthwhile to contribute to the world. You are a valuable member of this universe, Sagittarius. And I really sincerely mean that, and I want you to know that. I want you to feel that. Because then I just feel like there's just this, we just want to hug everybody, you know? It just feels good, especially when you feel like what you're doing is sort of working And maybe you're getting some recognition. People are telling you you're doing a good job. Your bank account showing you're doing a good job. You're sort of like, you can see that you're making progress. And that makes you feel like this is working. Yeah. Now, we move forward into a Queen of Discs. This is you nurturing others through your generosity. Like all this harvest energy. This is crazy. This is the best news ever. Yeah. This is you nurturing other people, okay? With your wisdom, with your generosity. This is you enjoying the peace, the comfort, okay? In your home, in your life. This is you stretched at your ease. You're still working hard, but you come home in the evening and you're just able to sit there and think, I've built this, you know? And how often do we actually get to enjoy that? Because we're always running around so fast in life. This is you just kind of enjoying that comfort for a moment and thinking, I built this. We built this, maybe, you know? Follow your intuition as you manage your resources. There has to be that sort of structure of investing, enjoying, and giving it away. Sharing it, indulging in it for your own pleasure. And of course, all these things overlap. You invest your money, it sort of brings some pleasure to see that money grow all by itself, right? You give some of that money away, like you leave somebody a tip or something at a restaurant or whatever. Or you help a friend out who needs help. That feels good for you. And of course, buying yourself something nice within reason, that feels good too. I feel like there's a lot of really strong financial energy around you. You got to manage your resources wisely. Now, it doesn't have to be money. It could be time, effort, energy, money, and or space. Okay? Some of that space, allocate it to the future. Some of that space, just do something fun with it, you know? And some of that space, give it to somebody else to use. See, we can talk about any resource we want, but pentacles, usually money, right? Usually some sort of physical goods. Create as much beauty in your life as you can. And the 6, all the 6s are beautiful cards. Literally, 6 is the number of beauty. It's the number of the sun. It's beauty on the tree of life. So you're creating beauty in every way that you can. Support somebody in your life that might be feeling uncertain or that feels like they're sort of struggling. If you can help them in some way, do it, because that's going to feel good too for you. Kindness, patience to bring more stability into your life. Okay. Now I want to do, before we talk about this Path of the Serpent, I would like you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. The readings are totally free. Yeah. Let me know which card on the Path of the Dove resonates with you the most. And also, don't forget to join our Patreon if you're so inclined. A lot of good stuff over there too. Okay. We're going to do quickly I want to do a spirit animal card for you. Yeah. Let's see. What do we have? The Coyote Spirit. Trust in the divine detours. Interesting. Makes me feel like maybe that's part of the death card too. Maybe this was an unexpected detour in your life that suddenly you kind of like, you just took a chance on something that I didn't think it was going to become all that much, but it started to grow, started to become more and more and more until you said, hey, wait a minute. There's something real here, you know? And this could have been, this could be one of those detours that are just like, this is the best detour I've ever taken. Yeah. And maybe the death card is suggesting that this wasn't what you expected. It's not what you planned, perhaps. But here you are. And, well, might as well keep it going. You know, maybe the detour turns out to be the path you were supposed to, turns out to be the main road, you know. As your general energy, you have the Lust card, courage. Okay? Bravery to face the challenging thing. And really, this is the card of a leader. This is the card of a boss. This is a card of somebody who doesn't have really a boss, you know. When you have like a job, there's always somebody that you can say, you know, if somebody comes into the store and they're angry, you say, well, let me get my manager. But what if you're the manager? It's like, oh, wait, I'm the manager. You got to deal with it. So I feel like in your life, you're in a position where you can't really pass the buck to anybody, or the puck, or whatever the phrase is. There's no one you can give this to. You've got to take it, okay? And so you have to face any challenges that come up. If there's an issue with the plumbing, you got to be the plumber. If there's an issue with payroll or taxes or I don't know what, you're the one that's got to deal with it. So this is the courage of being like a leader of your own life. Requires you to be calm in the face of adversity and courageous when scary things happen, because you can't just hide under the table because there's nobody else that's going to deal with it. You see? So if you're a business owner, you've got your own company, or you're running your own life, okay? There's nobody really else to do it around but you. Of course, there's help and there's support in your life, but ultimately, it sort of all lands on you. And if you don't do it, I feel like there's really nobody else that's just going to do it for you. Yeah. So this is part of that. And it's part of that discipline. It's part of the discipline of resisting the 7 of Cups, which is part of that lifestyle creep. When things start getting good, we start wanting more of that feeling. And we start chasing after more of these are like distractions, okay? So I think that you're taking a lot of pride in your discipline and in your self-control. I think that you're able to really encourage other people and motivate other people. I feel like you're a very physically active person, and you probably do some sort of art as a hobby. I don't know, maybe like you paint, or you like to sculpt, or you like to collect seashells or something like this. I don't know. Maybe you even do some kind of branding with fire, or you blow glass. I don't know why that's just popping into my head. There's some sort of physical activity, or there's some kind of creative, like really hands-on type of art that you do. Your bravery is bringing in this harvest. It's because you said, well, hey, this is the situation I find myself in. I'm gonna put in the work. This is you putting in work. Okay. This is you taking care of business because there's nobody else that's gonna do it. Really is that courageous. It's the courage that the leader really needs in life. Yeah. But we have a 7 of Cups too, and this is some overindulgence. The 7 of Cups is, there's a lot of options out there, and this is the card in your environment. So it feels like there are a lot of choices out there about how you can spend everything. It was like when you finally have money, then you notice how many things in your life are asking for your money. Everywhere you go, there's some opportunity to spend your money. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's business, I guess. I don't know. That's life. Yeah. Or any other resource. There's always an opportunity to spend your time, effort, energy, money, or space on something. Too many choices cloud our judgment, maybe. So avoid that. Avoid people or habits that blur your judgment. Have the discipline to say, as much as all that stuff sounds good, as much as I may look at the menu and I think I want all 10 of these desserts, I'm going to pick 1. Maybe 2. Or you get 1, I'll share yours too. Okay, I'll have a couple bites. But not all 10 or 7. Having that discipline to not say, well, I got the money, I might as well just buy it. Well, pretty soon you're not going to have the money then. You know what I mean? This is the temptation to, blow our diet. Maybe it's like, okay, I can have 1 cheat day, but on that cheat day, I'm not going to have 10 slices of cheesecake. Sounds good though. Or 10 bowls of ice cream, or 7. I might have 1. It'll be moderate, modest, Don't want to overindulge anyway. Yeah. Drink water, eat good food. Don't overthink anything. Don't be distracted by all these things that are vying for your attention or your money or your appetite. Okay? Discipline is the key. You got to stay grounded. You got to stay practical. And I think that a lot of this harvest energy is coming to you. And by the way, thank you to everybody that's been doing the buy me a coffee thing. There's been a lot of those lately. I really do appreciate that. It's kind of the lifeblood of the channel here, you know. I appreciate you for doing that. You know, this is the thing that you're facing. I think the more successful you get in life, and the more like of a leader, the more aware you become of your success and how it's all on your shoulders, you really start to notice where every dollar goes, where every calorie is going, where every minute of your day is going, right? Whatever the resource is, you become kind of hyper aware of how quickly it's all going somewhere. And so we're trying to have that discipline. This is the lifestyle creep. Okay. And it sneaks up on you when you're not paying attention. Well, you're paying attention though. Okay. So you're enjoying your life to the fullest, but you're doing it in a very practical and very grounded way. Now we have the death card to talk about here. And the death card is slow, steady change over the course of time. I feel like a new chapter is opening up to you. I feel like this is the moment really where you realize that, hey, life is not the same as it was before. Okay? Something is ending and something new is opening up to you. Okay? You're letting go of any kind of clutter, any bad habits, any kind of people that are blocking your growth. You're all about that growth mindset right now because the 9 of Pentacles is the card of growth. It's a verb. All the 9s of the tarot are verbs. This is the function of a success. This is how a successful person operates. And you're getting rid of anything that is not helping you operate like a successful person. Okay? Getting rid of anything that's not helping you invest in your future self. Clearing out your life helps to clear you. Donate stuff, delete stuff, detox your life, and clear your calendar as much as you can. Okay? Transformation of you becoming the person who, it's kind of like when you start to get success in your life, at first it might feel a little bit weird because I'm not used to being that person. The Queen of Pentacles is you becoming the person. Okay? You get all this harvest, all this success around you. This is you becoming the person that you need to be. When you start to feel like a successful person, thinking like a successful person, and behaving like a successful person. Thoughts, words, and deeds. Yeah. And that's part of the death card too. Transforming. Your life is transforming. You're getting this kind of success, whether it's physical, financial, health, or wealth, right? Fitness kind of thing. Or whatever it is. The reality is happening, but you're still transforming into that person. Does that make sense? It's kind of like when you improve your health, and you're physically fit, and then someone says, "Hey, let's go run a mile," and you think, "Oh, I can't run a mile. I'll be winded." We say, "Wait a minute. Yeah, I can. What am I talking about?" So we still feel like the old version of ourselves, or it's just like your friend says, "Oh, hey, let's go on a vacation." "Oh, I'm broke as a joke. I can't do that." You say, "Wait a minute. Yes, I can." We're still thinking like the old version of ourselves. This is a card of shedding skin. Realizing that you are that person now. It's like somebody that loses a bunch of weight and then they still are they're still in that old mindset. Okay? The transformation begins when you start acting like the person that your future needs, that this situation needs. If that makes sense, right? You're co-authoring your destiny with this card as well. You're nudging the river. Things are going in the direction that you're determining. You are in control. At the same time, you are not in control. The death card is always in control. The universe is always in control. This is the nature of nature. This is the fundamental force of the universe. This is change. And this force is always, always, always in control. This is you controlling what you can. You can nudge the river. It's like you've got your crowbar in there and you just, with the lever and the fulcrum, you're just trying to nudge the river a little bit. And that little nudge is creating a crazy like change in your life here. This is really good news. Really good news. Now, don't forget to tune in to this channel on Saturdays at 6 a.m. I'll be giving away channel memberships, okay, for the extended readings. I'll try to give away like 5 or 10 every Saturday morning around 6, okay? So be sure to check out the videos that are coming out on Saturdays, all right? Now, I think that this is also the death card as kind of opening up this door that you didn't expect. Okay, I think it kind of is going with that coyote spirit. This feels like a detour. And so it's like, I feel there's part of you that still isn't quite yet thinking, feeling, or acting like the successful person in this scenario. But you will, okay? So realize that the old you is done. This is the new you. Okay? And I think it's more of a gradual process of you realizing that this is you. And then your mindset shifts, your heart shifts, your behaviors shift. We have the 6 of Cups here at the end finally. This is the simple joys and the comforts. This is the intimacy that grows in your life with your friends and your family, your loved ones, your pets, your plants, your people. This is you being kind and generous with people. This is you feeling like there's value and meaning and purpose in what you're doing. It's not empty. This is you playing, creating. This is you living, laughing, loving with other people, not overthinking. Okay? This is you feeling like your life is stable enough where you can feel good. You know, that you're open to happiness now. Because there's a baseline of success for you. And this is an energy of love, right? It feels easy, feels real, feels connected. This is a family card. This is a community card, you know? And I feel like this is like you getting together with the family. Everybody's bringing dishes. This is the potluck card. It's not about the food. This is the real meaning is the connection that we have with the experience, the memory that we make with the people in our lives. Make some memories right now. Use some of this success to feel happy and joy, feel delight. Go make some memories with the people that you love. That's what the 6 of Cups really is. It's us making memories with the people that we love. Let's look at the mystery card, yeah? I think obviously Empress, or it's going to be a 9 or a 10 of something. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments down below. Let's see what we have. Oh, okay. King of Pentacles. Well, that's perfect. It's a fixed earth energy. This is somebody that's feeling like a master. This is you now really feeling like you belong here, that you're feeling like a success. You're thinking like a success. You're feeling like a success, and you're behaving like a success. This is it. It's a fixed earth. This is the one who has mastered their, if this is financial stuff, this is somebody that's kind of locked in on that, right? It's steady work. It's the builder. Okay, this is the life that you're actually building. It's reliable success. You are disciplined. Okay, you are organized. Your finances are running like clockwork. Your schedule is it's right on the money. This is the life that you're building. All of the kings are the builders, which is the prince in the Thoth Tarot. And I think that you're consistent. You have the ability to keep going and keep doing this for the foreseeable future. This is that card of long-term growth. This isn't just one big lump sum and just try to make it last. Don't spend it all in one place. No, this is like there's something that's going to be generating this kind of success for a long time if you maintain it. So stick with the habits that support your long-term goals. You are building the future. You're building longevity. You're building legacy. You're building a life. and your persistence, your ability to keep doing that with discipline. And, understanding how to sustain that, which means through generosity, through joy and indulgence, through hard work, through investments, through resting, as well as, running forward. This is awesome. And we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, we're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do oracle cards, tarot cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Sagittarius, Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Join our community. Okay. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you. I love you. And we're all in this together.